Hello everyone, and welcome to this special ceremony for the 2020 London Design Medals and to the 18th edition of the London Design Festival. It's been a year unlike any other, but our vision remains the same as it always has been since the first festival in 2003. To celebrate and promote London as the design capital of the world and the gateway to the UK's world-class creative industries. We believe it's important to put the spotlight on London's design scene at a time when telling the story of our brilliant, shining light of design in this fabulous creative city deserves and needs to be told more than ever. The festival provides a platform for those design stories to be seen and heard. London now has the biggest creative economy of any city in the world. Our design sector is at the heart of our creative industries, and our design reputation is renowned. But the creative industries needs our support more than ever, and it's heartening that so many friends and supporters are joining us tonight to celebrate design. It's really important that the design community stands together in these times, and we hope the festival this year acts as a symbol of London's determination to maintain its creative and cultural leadership in the world. Each year, the London Design Festival recognises the contribution made by leading design figures and awards 4 medals: the London Design Medal, the Lifetime Achievement Medal, the Emerging Design Medal, and the Design Innovation Medal. The winners this year are truly remarkable people, and in a moment Ben Evans will conduct the presentation ceremony. I hope you enjoy it and that you also enjoy this year's festival. I'm now delighted to introduce Michiel Verhoeven, Managing Director of SAP, our headline partner for the 2020 London Design Medals. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the London Design Festival celebration, and thank you, Sir John Sorrell. We're here as SAP, Europe's largest software company, as a partner to London Design Festival for the last 3 years. And you may be wondering, why are you here? Well, firstly, we have a mission to improve people's lives and help the world run better. As a company, we truly care. Secondly, design thinking is part of our DNA. We have to do something better for the world, create a sustainable future in a zero-waste economy. This is a commitment we take very seriously. And at the same time, we have an opportunity through our customer network to influence more than 77% of the world's transactions. Yes, that is a huge responsibility. And in fact, it's twice the size of Amazon, Alibaba, and eBay combined. So we feel responsible. So then what are we doing as SAP? Well, last year we worked on the landmark project at the V&A together with Sam Jacob, and we sponsored that because we want to create more awareness for ocean waste and recycling. This year, we're doing many more things. In fact, we launched an initiative called Climate 21. What that entails is it allows our customers to track through our software their carbon footprint throughout the entire supply chain. This is really important because in landfills, 91% of the world's waste ends up in landfills. So smarter design is needed, and we believe that we can contribute, not just through design thinking, but through our data and insights, and by promoting a circular design approach. In fact, I encourage all of you to take advantage of the 5 sessions that happen from Monday to Friday in collaboration with the New York Times as a media partner and with the Ellen MacArthur Foundation on the circular economy. This is really important because this will make a difference for us all. And finally, London Design Festival reinforces London's status as a powerhouse for creative industries. It's an honor to be here as SAP and to make a difference with all of you together. So please join us in the celebrations tonight, honor the winners, and recognize the talent and the difference that people make in this world. And let's go have a great evening together. So thank you very much, and back to you, Ben.
Thank you, Michiel. Welcome to the 2020 London Design Medal Awards. The medals pay an annual tribute to creative people who have made a major contribution to design. Our first winner in 2007 was the late Zaha Hadid, who received her medal from the then Mayor Ken Livingstone. Zaha came to London for education. She stayed and became a symbol of the international design culture London has become known for. Other previous winners made the same journey, to be part of something here in London. Ron Arad came from Israel, Mark Newson from Australia, Eva Jurikna, what was from then Czechoslovakia. It's something we're most proud of, London's mix of international talent, and it can be seen across the festival each year. This year we've invited previous winners to present the awards. Eva Jurikna won the 2018 Lifetime Achievement Medal. It is awarded to someone who has made a significant contribution to design over a whole career. Thank you, Eva.
Thank you, Ben. It has been an enormous pleasure to present the Life Achievement Award to one of the giants in the field of design, Ken Garland. Apart from being a graphic designer, he has written and published extensively, taught at various institutions, and lectured endlessly. He is a photographer, writer, educator, lecturer, toy designer of Galt toys, and together with his wife, a publisher of Patkin Books, an active member of the Labour Party, but above all, he is a fantastic guy with almost unimaginable generosity of spirit. His clarity of thoughts is truly unique. The winner of 2020 Life Achievement Award goes to Ken Garland. Dear Ken, the giant in the world of talent, generosity, and integrity with a capital I. Thank you for your life. Thank you for the lifetime achievements and my endless congratulations.
Thank you, Eva. Well now, where do we start? I was so lucky, Ken Garland and Associates were so lucky that our clients were our friends. I cannot think how we would have got along just picking up the odd client, doing the odd job. It was essential that we got to know our clients, the people, not just the organization, but the people. And I acquired some 5 or 6 regular clients, most of whom remained with me for 5, 10, and in case of Galt, 20 years. It was this continuing relationship that mattered to me more than anything else. I didn't want to be a giant studio. I wanted there to be just 3 or 4 of us, so that I could be a designer among designers. If you grow big, as some of my fellows were already growing big, you become the boss. You spend a lot of time having lunch with potential clients. And you spend a lot of time doing things which have nothing to do with designing. Graphic design, teaching, photography, writing. I think that's about it. I think that's enough. Would you not think so? Thank you, London Design Festival.
Congratulations, Ken, a very worthy winner indeed. We now move on to the Emerging Design Medal. This medal recognises an individual whose talent is already visible at an early stage of their career. Presenting this medal is our first Emerging Design winner, Daisy Ginsberg.
Thank you, Ben. Yinka Ilori is a London-based multidisciplinary artist of British-Nigerian heritage. His work fuses these 2 sides of his life to tell new stories in contemporary design. The emerging design category identifies new approaches to design, new ways of making or practicing, and it points us to where design could and should go in the future. Yinka's work does just this, challenging design status quo. It's humorous, provocative, and fun, yet every project touches on global themes that resonate. As he told me, it's our responsibility to use design as a tool to change our lives. Yinka's work shows us how to use design to tell more stories and to celebrate those stories, making design a more exciting, richer, and more powerful discipline. In 2011, he began upcycling vintage furniture inspired by the traditional Nigerian parables and West African fabrics from his childhood. Yinka Ilori's studio was established in 2017. Now it's a team of, in his words, color-obsessed architects and designers taking on large-scale architectural and interior design projects. In 2019, he designed the color palette at Dulwich Picture Gallery in London, and I'm so pleased to have seen for myself his color drenching of Somerset House's otherwise quite plain rooms for the exhibition design of Get Up, Stand Up Now, celebrating Black creativity. Ilori studied furniture and product design at London Metropolitan University, and he has exhibited at the London Design Festival, Design Miami, the British Library, the Africa Centre, and in group shows around the world, including at the Future Design Museum, the Guggenheim Museum Bilbao, and the South Bank Centre. Expanding design's canon in a playful yet provocative way, I'm really excited that a new generation of designers will be inspired to push boundaries, as Yinka has shown how. I'm honoured to announce this year's Emerging Design Medal winner, Yinka Ilori. Please join me in congratulating Yinka.
Thank you for an amazing introduction and welcome. Such a huge honour, and I'm very humbled to accept this award. Not an award I expected. It's been an extremely tough year, for a lot of people. And, I'm sure for everyone's sort of studios and practices, and also my studio. But sort of receiving this email and receiving this award has really uplifted me. It made me really feel positive about the future and what's to come. I've been designing furniture and products for around nearly sort of 10 years now. And, was really trying to understand how to kind of, break and sort of get my name out there into this industry, which I think is always evolving and always changing. But, in 2015, I produced, a collection of chairs called If Chairs Could Talk. And that was what really changed, my career and changed my practice around, and sort of gave my work, sort of worldwide recognition, for that collection in particular. I'm going to go back a couple of years, and sort of, when I sort of was studying for my degree at London Metropolitan University, in sort of 2009. I remember just, thinking, how am I going to, get into this industry? And I remember a few people in my course had already decided that they weren't going to, try and get work in the design industry because they were afraid of how hard it's going to be and the work, of trying to, trying to be a successful artist or designer would take years. But for me, my parents had always told me to believe in what you do. And there is no such thing as a success overnight. You have to really put the work in and work really hard to reap your rewards. So that always sort of stuck in my head. So I remember finishing uni and going to work for Lee Broom for a few months, and then leaving Lee Broom and then going to get a loan from the British Trust to sort of start my practice and my studio. In between that, I was working at Marks & Spencer's on the till in the lingerie section. Yes, and I remember being on the till sometimes at the time, having my studio, but also having to email on the till, pretending to have a studio to potential new clients, which was insane. And just spending some time on the till, thinking, sort of dreaming, about hopefully one day would I ever be able to sort of have my own studio and live off design. Which at the time seemed like a myth and seemed like, a long dream. But, really grateful for, for the journey, the people that have been around me and supported me, PR companies, design associates, colleagues and friends, and my studio, my team, who have been with me along this long journey. And at times, I sort of felt I wanted to sort of give up because I didn't really feel I was getting anywhere with design, and yeah, I didn't really feel that people understood my work and the narratives and what my identity and culture meant for me in my work. So I think it was the last sort of 3 years where I felt that I was getting somewhere. And then, the studio started to grow. We started to get, a lot more kind of, bigger projects that kind of put my work in studio on the map. So yeah, I'm just really grateful and honoured and humbled, to be accepting this award and to get recognition for my work. And I hope it really inspires, the younger generation, people who are going to come in after me, and people who look like me and grew up in similar places to me, because, design isn't something that was celebrated or, I don't know, understood, in places that I grew up in London. So yeah, I just want to say, London, I love you, and thank you to London Design Festival for giving me this award. And I hope to keep creating projects and injecting colour into London and around the world. So thank you very much.
Next up is the Design Innovation Medal. It celebrates entrepreneurship in all its forms, honouring an individual for whom design innovation is central to their success. Making the presentation is Ez Devlin, the London Design Medal winner in 2017 and the Artistic Director of the London Design Biennale, which will now take place at Somerset House in June 2021. Over to you, Ez.
Thank you, Ben. I am delighted to present the 2020 Design Innovation Medal to the exceptional Dame Ellen MacArthur. Ellen MacArthur seems to me to have already lived at least 3 extraordinary lives. Having read Swallows and Amazons as a child, she turned fiction into fact by saving up her pocket money for 3 years to buy her first boat, an 8-foot dinghy named the Threepenny Bit. Age 17, she sailed alone around the whole perimeter of Great Britain. At age 28, she sailed alone around the entire globe. A single-handed circumnavigation of the planet in world record time. She completed the 27,000-mile voyage in 71 days, 14 hours, and 18 minutes. It's an extraordinary image. A 28-year-old woman, alone, in a boat, circumnavigating the entire planet. And in a way, the work that she's gone on to do now suggests an exceptionally profound and passionate care for the planet that she encompassed. She'd already founded the Ellen MacArthur Cancer Foundation in 2003 when she was just 25. It helps young people regain their confidence through sailing while recovering from cancer and other serious illnesses. She was made our youngest dame in 2005. And in 2009, just 31 years old, Ellen MacArthur retired from professional sailing to concentrate on resource and energy use in the global economy. In 2010, she launched the Ellen MacArthur Foundation, and her mission is to accelerate the transition to a regenerative circular economy. Her aim is to inspire a generation to rethink, redesign, and build a positive future through the framework of a circular economy. She describes it like this: take, make, waste. That's the linear economy. The circular economy is a new way to design, make, and use things within planetary boundaries. Shifting the system involves everyone and everything: businesses, governments, and individuals, our cities, our products, and our jobs. By designing out waste and pollution, keeping products and materials in use, and regenerating natural systems, we can reinvent everything. She truly is a design innovator, and even, I would say, an innovator of what we now understand the word design to mean. In these times where a reinterpretation of the word design across all areas of human influence on the planet has become a matter of urgency. It's with enormous respect that I'm honoured to present the 2020 Design Innovation Medal to Dame Ellen MacArthur.
Thank you, Ez, and may I say what a huge honour it is to receive this most beautiful award. I think it really signals how the creative and design community have really begun to pick up circular economy. We've always said with circular economy, at its heart lies design. It's about designing out waste and pollution. It's about keeping products and materials in systems for as long as possible. And it's about regenerating natural systems. None of those things can possibly happen without design. Design is the key. Design is that first decision. Design is the intention. And circular design is fundamental to rebuilding our future, especially after COVID-19. We have to rethink everything. We have to build a system that can run in the long term. One, most importantly, which is about opportunity. You as designers can fundamentally change the way the world pans out. We believe about 160 million people can fundamentally influence that journey from linear, take, make, dispose, to one which is circular and regenerative. Policymakers, materials scientists, educators, all those people can really have a fundamental influence on this, influencing individuals, communities, learners, everyone, so that journey can fundamentally shift. And we're immensely proud at the Foundation to be launching the Circular Design Project today with London Design Festival and SAP. And later this year, in addition to our Circular Design Guide, which we brought together with IDEO, we have separate design guides on fashion and plastics. So at the Foundation, design lies at our heart. It's all about the designers of the world, influencing the design of the world, and the designers of the world making this opportunity of the circular economy really happen. So thank you. Thank you on behalf of all of us at the Foundation.
Our final category is the London Design Medal. The London Design Medal is offered to an individual who's made the most significant and distinguished contribution to design this year. Joining us to present the medal is last year's winner, Tom Dixon.
Thank you, Ben. This year's winner is a senior curator at the Museum of Modern Art. She is a leading voice in decoding design. She's curated so many shows, done so many lectures, and taught at so many universities. She's an architect, she's of Italian origin, and she's an author of many, many books. But I remember her for some of her more amazing exhibitions at the Museum of Modern Art. The one that I remember the most is The Elastic Mind, an exhibition about digital design, which really was the first exhibition I'd ever seen of digital design, which really explained the subject and its potential. I've always been slightly scared of Paola, mainly not because she's not a nice person, but mainly because she's so incisive and she sees everything, which is a terrifying trait. But I'm really delighted that she's won a medal this year. And it's Paola Antonelli, who really is the most insightful voice in design today. So I'm delighted to hand over the medal, which I actually don't have in my hands. Congratulations, Paola, and welcome to the club.
Well, thank you, Tom. Thank you so much. Not only am I enjoying being with all of you, not only am I proud to get the medal, but also I'm gonna have some fun with Zoom here. But Tom, really, that was a great introduction. And I'm so proud to have received the medal from you because we go back and we've seen quite a few things together and we had adventures. So thank you very much. And thank you to the jury. I really cherish this award. And there's nothing more meaningful for me than to be celebrated in London, a city that I love deeply. And I just wish that I could be there for real, but I'm in New York, as you can see, so that goes with it. It's a really important moment for the world. And it's therefore a very important moment for design. It's a moment in which design can show its true colors, can really show how it's done. You know, designers are tough, and when the going gets tough, the tough get going. That's why I also want to thank one of my favorite partners in crime, my sister, my best friend, Alice Rawsthorne, with whom I started a few months ago the Design Emergency Project on Instagram. We have jumped on this opportunity to make it even more acknowledged and even more known to the world that design matters and that it's a force to reckon with. So I would like to therefore also thank the Museum of Modern Art, which has given me the platform and the trampoline and even the safety net to be able to carry on this project with Alice. I also want to thank and honor my fellow award winners. It's a great bunch and I couldn't be prouder. You make me proud and even more proud of what I could possibly be. And last but not least, I would like to thank all designers and to thank you for letting me be here. Over to you, Ben.
Excellent. Well done, Paola. And finally, our thanks. Thank you to our eminent jury who chose the winners. Thank you to Eva, Daisy, Ez and Tom for presenting this year's medals. But particular thanks goes to our supporters. Headline partner SAP, supporting partner Fortnum & Mason, and spirit partner number 3 Gin. The festival continues to next Sunday, the 20th of September. I hope as many of you as possible are able to safely visit our installations, the design districts or routes, and all of our partner venues. And finally, a toast to design.